So prove to yourself one morning at a time, one day at a time, one task at a time, that when the alarm goes off, you get up. That when the alarm goes off, you move your body. That when the alarm goes off, you start leading your family well. You are the patriarch. You are the leader of your family. So it's important for you to start acting, even though the summer might have got away from you. It's okay you enjoyed the weekend. It's okay that you had some fun, but now is the time to get back into it. Men, as you know, summer is coming to an end, and it ends the same way every single year. The alarm goes off at 6 a.m., and your body has no idea what that sound means anymore. And you spent the past 9, 10, 11 weeks waking up when the sun feels like it. You eat at and on no particular schedule. You're working in flip-flops, as I am right now. In fact, I'm barefoot right now. You're saying yes to one more drink on a Tuesday afternoon because there was no Wednesday to answer to. and now that there's a backpack by the door, maybe it's a bus out on the street, maybe it's a schedule taped to the refrigerator, and a version of you that has to show up on time again. Most men treat this moment like it's a problem to survive. It's not. It's an opportunity to rebuild. And rebuilding is where men are made. And here's the mistake that almost every guy that I know, including myself, makes when the last week of August rolls around. He waits for the calendar to force him to get back into shape. School starts, the alarm resets itself, and the office fills back up and everything back on schedule, back on track. And he assumes, most men do, that the structure will do the work for him, but it won't. External structure, all of those support systems and that structure and the guidance and the calendars and everything else, it gets your body in the room, right? Like it gets you there, but it does nothing for your mind or for your discipline or for your standards. That calendar doesn't really rebuild the man. He has to do that himself, and you have to do that yourself on purpose before the obligation of school and PTA meetings and all the other stuff comes along because summer's over. And the way you do that is in order. There's really three steps. It's very simple. Not 5, not 10, not a dozen. It's just 3 steps, one at a time. Okay, so step 1 is to lock in the wake time. Okay, it's not a new diet. It's not a new workout. It's not a new productivity system. It's not the battle planner that I use. It's just the hour that you get up. Is it 4 or 5? Is it 6? Is it 7? I don't care when it is, as long as it's the same every single day. And by the way, the weekends are the same. So many guys are like, oh, I'm going to sleep in this weekend. Don't sleep in. Get up at the same time. Because if you get up at the same time, then you're going to free your mind to do the things that actually matter instead of wondering when you will get up or how long you're going to hit the snooze button. Just get up. If it's 4, if it's 5, if it's 6, if it's 7, I don't care when it is. It's just the hour that you get up. The same every single day for the next 7 days. Weekends included. Okay, no sleeping in because you earned it. That's what a lot of guys will say. I deserve it. I've earned it. Okay, this is the I don't know how else to say it. It's the load-bearing wall. It's your energy. It's your discipline. It's your mood. It's your ability to parent well before 8 a.m. All of it runs through, I think, this one decision. Most men skip this because it feels too small to even matter. It's actually the opposite. It's small enough that you can actually hide behind it. It's small enough that you can actually win every single day by doing this. And winning it every day is what starts rebuilding that process and that trust that you have in yourself. And the trust is the real thing that you lost over the summer, potentially. You stopped proving to yourself that you'll do what you say you'll do. But step one is proving it to yourself again, starting tomorrow morning. Get up, set the alarm, set the notification, and then just get up, whatever time it is. Okay. Step number 2, guys, as we roll into the new year regarding getting kids back into school, is to rebuild your body. Okay. Once the wake time is blaring at you, add movement to your day daily, non-negotiable. Even if it's just 20 minutes, get up and do some push-ups, do some jumping jacks, do some jump ropes, do some squats, do some lunges, do some sit-ups. Yeah, even again, if it's 20 minutes, I don't care if it's 20 minutes, if it's 30 minutes, if it's an hour. This is not the moment for a 12-week transformation plan, the battle plan. That's kind of a summer activity, weeks to a better body, 12 weeks to bulging abs or bulging biceps. That's not what we're talking about here. Okay, what we're talking about is just doing something every single day to move your body. And that varies from person. For me, it's going to the gym. I work out for about an hour per day and I get after. And it just helps me get on track and helps me do what I need to do. It helps me have clarity and focus and drive and ambition for the day. But most men get fired up really briefly and they'll do something as a 90-day segment. What I'm asking you to do isn't necessarily fitness. It's the same goal as step number 1. It's just proof, right? Proof that you can do things. It's small, it's boring, it's repetitive, it's monotonous, that you're actually going to do what you say you'll do, that you'll move your body, that you'll exercise your brain, that you'll get up and you won't hit the snooze button. And then you stack that up on top of a locked in wake time, which is what I talked about in step number 1. And now you've built 2 walls instead of 1. And that's the whole method. You're not overhauling your life in just this next weekend as your kids go back to school. You're adding one thing at a time, systematically, methodically, very simple, and all of us can get that done. And then there's step number 3, and that is to rebuild the work that you've been doing. Okay, this is the one that every man wants to start with because it feels like it's most urgent. It's the email inbox that's absolutely full. It's the deadlines that are back to back to back. It's the pressure that you're feeling that is real. Resist the instinct to deviate from it. A man who tries to force deep, focused work before sleep and before exercise and before his body and mind are firing is really building on ground that is not stable. It's ground that it's not a foundation to build your life on. Yeah, you can get it done, but how long can you get it done if you don't have the stability of waking up on time, of going to the gym, of working out? You'll grind, you'll feel behind, you'll wonder why even fall as we roll into it feels harder than it should be. It's harder than it should be because you skip the 2 steps. Do this in order. Get up on time. Okay, guys, get up on time. Go move your body and then start to slip into your work. Have deadlines, have tasks, have organizations. I use this. It's the 12-week battle planner. If you're checking this out on YouTube, you can go to youtube.com/orderofman. And I've got literally 12 weeks of data and information and details and reports and to-do lists. Like, have a system. Okay, but you can't do that until you've built the foundation. And so it's very simply as you're trying to get back on track, your kids are going back to school, your wife is more engaged with work or with home activities, whatever it might be, just engage in 3 steps. That's it. But there is a piece of this that goes beyond just you individually. And it's the piece that a lot of men miss. You're not just rebuilding your own routine as we get back into this, you're setting the rhythm. Okay, the cadence. I like that term better. The cadence for how your whole house runs. Okay, don't follow that school schedule or slip back into default. Okay, your kids aren't going to follow that schedule because the PTA told you this is the schedule, or the administration, the school administration, or the football team told you this is the way it goes. They actually follow the system because someone in the house, you, is steady enough to hold it. Okay, your wife isn't managing this re-entry into the school year alone. And if she does, then that's not going to be favorable for you. Okay, but your kids are watching how you handle the return back to structure. Whether or not you drag your feet, whether or not you treat it like a burden that you have to carry, or something that ultimately you choose to do because you're the kind of man that wants to lead his family, his wife, and his kids well. The house that you're leading, and you are the leader of the home, I hope you know that, doesn't find its rhythm on its own. I mean, imagine getting 100 kids, let alone a dozen or 3 kids together and saying, all of them have a different instrument, and saying, hey, let's put together something that harmonizes well. It's very, very likely that that's not going to happen. But if you have somebody to orchestrate the music, somebody to direct, somebody to guide, somebody to say, you play this and you play that and you do this and you do that, then you're going to find a lot more harmonizing in the system. Okay, that's you. You're the man. You set the tone. Okay, you're the one that's locked in. You're the one who's dialed in. You're the one who's getting up at a set time. You're the one who's working hard. You're the one who is moving in a positive direction. And this is where the old language, I guess you might say, earns its place. Instead of just sounding good on a podcast, masculinity, I've talked about this a lot. Masculinity is just the raw material. It's drive, it's energy, it's a capacity, it's a propensity for risk-taking, aggressiveness. But you still have that sitting out there, right? Unused, coming off of a loose and enjoyable summer. I'm not saying you shouldn't have enjoyed the summer. You should have. But manliness, and that's what we talk often about, is what happens when you take that raw energy, the drive, the motivation, the ambition, the desire, and then you forge it and you point it towards something on purpose, with discipline, with commitment, with a standard that you hold yourself to. And that's the most important thing I want you guys to take away from this. It's not about getting your kids back on the bus on time. It's not about your wife getting the kids out the door on time. It's about what you as a man will do in order to the standard, in order to lead your family well. So those are the 3 steps. It's very simple. So simple, you might overlook it. You might say, this is stupid. It's not stupid, guys. Okay, it's not a mood. It's not a mindset. It's not like how you feel. It's just a sequence that you execute. And one last thing, because it matters more than the steps themselves. Don't run this sequence out of guilt or shame, or I have an obligation, but run it out of duty, responsibility, being a man. I don't want you to treat it as like, oh, I messed up and I got to get back on track, or I got to get back on the path. We do that all the time, especially when it comes to our bodies. But do this as a result of who you are as a man. You didn't fail the summer. Hopefully, you lived a really good summer. The one that was meant to be lived. And now you're choosing to move into the next one, the next season, on purpose. If you build this on shame, I should do this, I should do that, I should do this, I should treat this way, I should show up this way, you're going to fizzle out. And I don't want to fizzle out. So prove to yourself, one morning at a time, one day at a time, one task at a time, that when the alarm goes off, you get up. That when the alarm goes off, you move your body. That when the alarm goes off, you start leading your family well. You are the patriarch. You are the leader of your family. And so it's important for you to start acting, even though the summer might have got away from you. It's like going on a summer cruise. It's like, how many times have I talked with men who think, well, I'm going to go on a cruise, but I'm still going to maintain my fitness and my health. And then they go to the all-you-can-eat buffets on the cruise, and everything goes out the window. It's okay. You slipped. It's okay. You enjoyed the weekend. It's okay that you had some fun, but now is the time to get back into it. And I want you to get into it for yourself because you feel better about who you are. But I also want you to feel better about leading your family well. And that's what we do as men. We lead our families well. So guys, get back after it. Get on top of it. Lead your families well. Lead yourself well. Incorporate those 3 steps. And I think you'll have a better time transitioning back into the work of being a man. All right, guys. If you have any questions, ideas, thoughts, considerations, insight, please leave a comment in the podcast on YouTube at youtube.com/orderofman or with me on the gram at Ryan Michler. And also, guys, just so you know, we have a war room coming up August 19th at 8 p.m. Eastern. And you can check it out at orderofman.com/war room. We're going to be talking about the 5 frameworks to restore order. So it's going to be very much in alignment with what we talked about today. And if you guys are curious about that, want to know more about that, go to orderofman.com/war room. All right, guys, that's all I've got for you today. I will be back next week. Until then, go out there, take action, and become the man you are meant to be.